season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Bills' first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's a gain of...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Brady's going to sneak it. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now this time, Brady will throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Allen will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
And the Bills first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd down at the Buccaneers' 37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Allen off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Vernon Butler able to get him for a loss of about 3.
28-yard line.
You can't stop me. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
My 28. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. To throw is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now it's Bird on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on them. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo. 49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm coming to you, son. Sugar.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Bills.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From midfield, here's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
49, 50.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bills 10, Buccaneers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll go again to Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He was credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get back.
Brady now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his dirt, out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, out the game.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 41, Allen. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Down Bills.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On play action, Allen. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. One final try now for Brady. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner.
14.
Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they will hit the road next.